What's up, guys? Welcome back to another VOD review video. Last time we did a bronze Iron Man review where we learned how to protect ourselves and not die. This time it's a silver gold game, and we're going to be focusing on a player named It's Me. He's actually a viewer of mine, and we've played quite a few times before. Oh, by the way, I'm going to try and keep this video much shorter than last time, but anyway. I've played with It's Me quite a bit. I like his playstyle because he is smart. He's aware of what's going on. He doesn't have many dumb deaths or anything like that. He knows what he should be doing. He's just still working on his execution of actually doing it. So, anyway, let's get into it. So, we just started the match here. The teams are meeting up. They're engaging. I'm just going to pause it really quick. So, we've got It's Me is on Doctor Strange here. He's with a Thor, a Magic, and a Namor as the front line. So pretty tanky little team there. And they've got a Loki and Jeff in the back line. And they're up against a Strange Hulk Iron Man combo with the team up. And then Black Panther, Mantis, and Cloak and Dagger. Okay? And you can see right off the bat, the Iron Man took the high ground up here. A couple guys are going far left. But it looks like the main fight's going to occur right here. So let's watch It's Me. Let's see what's going to happen here. Okay, so he's already kind of checked his surroundings, which is good. He didn't just tunnel on the Doctor Strange in front of him. He actually looked around a little bit. And this fight's already over. The Cloak and Dagger died, like, super quick. Don't really know how. Against a team like this that's very dive, I don't think I would ever die as Cloak and Dagger. Like, they would all have to coordinate, but this isn't about them. It's just kind of not really a fight. Now, one thing I want to pay attention here, if we go back slightly, It's Me using his awareness. He knows Iron Man's over here, okay? He knows he doesn't have to worry about the rest of the enemy team coming for a few minutes. He knows that Iron Man's over here on his flank. So he's watching to see if they're coming, which is great, and he's still looking for this Iron Man, and he catches a glimpse of him there. Okay? So be aware of people that didn't die in the fight and could still be around you somewhere, okay? Now, I mean, your Doctor Strange shouldn't have to be doing this. It should be Namor or someone over there. But his team is not as aware as he is, okay? So Iron Man's got the ground over there. It's Me can't really do much about it unless the Iron Man's dog shit. So he's just kind of ignoring it, which is what he should be doing. He's focused on this choke. He is the wall that is holding this down. Okay? One little thing he's doing here that you should always be doing on Doctor Strange. Basic attack and then melee. Whenever they're in range. See? Basic attack, melee. Basic attack, melee. It costs you nothing. Yeah, it doesn't increase your attack time or anything. Doctor Strange gets to do that for free. So whenever you can hit someone or they're in range, just do it. Basic attack and melee. Okay, so they forced them back. He saved up his energy. Now, they went back through the choke point. They are hurt. And I like what he's doing here, where he's basically saying, hey, Iron Man, since everyone else on my team is ignoring you, including the Namor, who should probably be killing this guy, everyone else is ignoring you, but I want to make sure that you know that I know you're there. So he sends a couple shots his way. Iron Man's a little sketch, right? He's like, I don't know. I want to keep shooting, but I don't know what the fuck's going on. And he goes for it now. Look at this epic shot here. Holy shit. Look at this standoff. Beautiful. He goes up. Uses the E, and he gets the attack up. Let's watch it from his view really quick. It's a nice little duo. Uses the shift to surprise Iron Man. Gets in range. Beautiful. Now, he shouldn't have to do that. And you'll notice he's not getting healed still. These other guys just didn't even know that occurred. But It's Me has very high awareness. Now, I want to point out the enemy team is not playing this very well either. But what It's Me is doing here is very solid. So now they're clogging up the point again here. See, he's aware of his surroundings. His healer apparently wasn't and died, but... And see how he's kind of like a stay-at-home defenseman here? Okay? He didn't go run towards their spawn to go fight the enemy because they're over there. He's staying here. He's a responsible player. Now, one thing here is a little tip for you. These guys can't hit him from that range, really, and it doesn't really matter if they do. He should let his shield fully regenerate. It won't regenerate if you're holding it out. So he comes back. He's waiting to see their next move. Okay, so they're making the play in. This is their desperation dive. There's not much time left. Look at that. Beautiful. We're going to go back. We're going to slow it down. Okay, he's in here. He's fighting. He's aware of the Iron Man ult, and he holds that fucking shield out and blocks it. Be aware of your surroundings. He kills the Ankh. Like, him hitting the Hulk here is pointless, okay? It's better to kill the Ankh, probably, in that situation. Now, one thing I want to point out that I think he might be missing an opportunity on is, okay, should I... He has his ult. Is there anywhere I can ult here, right? Is it worth ulting these guys? Now, this guy can shield himself and block it. Hulk can shield and block it. If these guys were in the mix, maybe, I don't know. But I'd probably hold on to it, too, in this exact situation. Plus, it looks like they're winning the fight. There's already 2 enemies dead. Let's go back to normal speed. So he died right at the end. He probably shouldn't have died. It's not his fault, though. Healers just shit the bed. But that's round 1. Simple, easy win for his team. Enemy team scattered. Didn't really make anything happen. And the one Iron Man ult was just blocked. Okay, let's skip ahead. We're going back on It's Me. So, enemy team didn't really switch much other than the Cloak and Dagger switched to Rocket Raccoon. So try and pay attention to that. Okay? In between rounds, people should be making adjustments if required, right? Now, I want to note, he's starting the game with his ult still, right? So he goes up top. He's looking around. Now here, I think there's... this is a key point, okay? If I were Doctor Strange, I know we're about to have a 6v6 fight. All right? We're going to slow it down here. I know we're about to have a 6v6 fight because it's a brand new round. Everyone's alive. Everyone started. I have my ult. I want to get myself in a position where I'm going to crack this ult and we win the opening fight. Right? Maybe they have ults too. You know, you lost track of who has what on their team, what ults are up. It doesn't matter. You just need to go for it, right? Even if you only ult and kill one guy, now it's a 6 versus 5 for your team. So he needs to be getting himself in a position to use this ult so he can start building another one. So I do not like that he is tunnel visioned on this Hulk. Okay? I get it. He's the target in range, but I would be more in between their team. Now, at that moment, maybe not. But see how there's such focus on this Hulk. Well, what is everyone else doing, right? His magic just died on his team. So now the enemy team feels comfortable. Here they come. All right, let's go back to his perspective. Still has his ult, right? I think we can just go back to normal speed here. So ult's still up, but now the fight is like lost, right? Ulting now is a waste because his magic died, his Loki died and swapped. I think he missed his opportunity. So if we just go back really quick here for 1 second. I believe there's a time right here. Okay? This is at the start of this fight where Watch the 2 supports here on the enemy team. Look at this. They're right in range. Even the Iron Man was a potential hit. So this ult should have been cracked already, and this fight probably would have went in their favor instead. Maybe not. The Namor already died. Who knows? But he should have used this ult earlier. So he's being too defensive with it. He'd be halfway to another ult already, probably, by the time this whole fucking charade ends. But, okay, so they lose this opening fight. Enemy team gets the cap. He's still on point. They're still fighting. He didn't actually die there. He survived, but... Oh, I guess, you know what? I skipped the point where he actually uses his ult. It's kind of important. So now look it. It's much later in the fight. The enemy team's already got 13% of it. Cracks his ult. Good ult. Hits all 3. Gets one of the supports down. Gets swallowed by his own Jeff. Gets spat away from the fight by his own Jeff. The Jeff doesn't heal or anything. Yeah, I mean, he's... Here we go. Doctor Strange, the only one going for the Iron Man, it seems. That's a nice little shot there at the end. Almost got him. But... in these silver and gold games, there's a lack of focus, okay? Whenever I'm playing these matches, I'm trying to tell people things to focus on. Even if you say Strange is low, or Strange can die, or whoever's low, or Iron Man doesn't have his E, or Rocket has no dashes, or Mantis has no ult, or whatever it is, like these little tips that you can say out loud on the microphone, even if people don't answer, whatever, but you never know, it might help, right? If you say, this guy has no shield, boom, there you go, right? A popular one that I say is Wolverine has no passive, right? Like, if you manage to trigger his passive and you know that he's not going to get that heal and get away, it's great to focus him if he comes flying in. Kill the man, right? So It's Me here is, he's putting decent pressure on. He's taking damage, he's blocking damage, he's doing damage. I mean, that's what you want to be doing with Strange. There's not really any fancy play he's missed or anything right now. He didn't overextend and go too far on their side of the map. His healers are dead again, so he went for the heal here. He's trying to harass the Iron Man. I mean, it's a complete failure of the Namor. Namor needs to recognize that, yo, look at my team. I need to be the guy hitting this Iron Man because everyone else is pretty shit at it. Like, Magic could maybe land a combo. Thor could maybe... Like, people could attempt to do it, but no one can do it as consistently as a Namor could, right? See, he's still mixing in the melees. He's alone in the backline here, facing the Mantis. Gets the pick. It's great. Look at this. This man just picked their support. He's trying to stay alive, and his Rocket is using his terrible basic attack to try and hit the Iron Man instead of healing this guy. Looks like the Namor's actually shooting at the Iron Man finally. But It's Me is now dead. Now, I just want to go back for my own sanity here and see what this Rocket was doing. So while It's Me is over there fighting for his life, this guy has his E up. He doesn't use his E ability at all, and It's Me dies. So the tank could be rezzed at full health right now if this guy just wasn't a shitty support. But that shouldn't take away at all from what It's Me is doing. It's Me is playing it right. He's playing it quite well. Honestly, the fact that he killed the Mantis there with 4 of them around is superb, right? He should now be respawned, and his team should have the man advantage. But this Rocket is brain dead, okay? He still has a Z. The Thor just died. He didn't res him either because this guy doesn't know how to put it down. So Anyway, It's Me is doing what he can here. Now he's got another ult up. You got to remember, too, this Iron Man beam is murder right now. It's incredibly good. With the Hulk team up, it does way too much damage. It needs to be nerfed. So enemy team is inching closer towards the cap. His magic just went in and died. Literally 5v1. Got rezzed by the rocket, though, and his team got a pick. Their rocket rezzed the Iron Man. So this is a little bit of a back and forth. They're fighting for the point. See, It's Me there. I would have put his shield up a little bit more to be square. Like, he had 800 shield. He didn't really use it. But it's chaos, right? And people are freaking out in chaos. Anyway, I think you can see where this round is going to end. They're fighting. He's making a portal. It's Me. He's making a portal because he respawned and they're back in. Okay? Be aware of this. Even if you're not on Doctor Strange, okay? You can swap to Doctor Strange if no one on your team is playing him. Swap to Doctor Strange. Quickly make a portal. Try and get back in the fight. You never know in this game, right? It's still overtime. They're still fighting. All right. And he does a desperation ult there. You know what? I don't hate it. Should have used it earlier. It's like as soon as he came through the portal, should have just tried to crack that thing in someone's face. But whatever. Again, your adrenaline's flowing. You're just trying to make something happen. At least he made it back. A lot of players in this rank, silver, gold, they wouldn't even think to use the portal because they're brain dead. But look how long this fight is lasting, right? So round 2, they lose. It's crazy how quick it changes, huh? Round 1, his team wins easily. Shuts the enemy out. Round 2, they got dominated for the most part. Yeah. So round 3, I'm not really going to get into it too much. Here, he's the front line. He's looking around him. He's trying to be aware of what's going on. He literally looked to see, where's my support? Where's my team, right? Keep your head on a swivel. His team is getting out-muscled again. But it is of no fault of his own. Okay, so if we just pause for a moment and look at the damage numbers, the Magic has done a lot of damage at this point in the game, okay? But is it useful damage? Well, yeah, 11 final hits. Okay, Magic's doing pretty good. She had a dumb death in the last match where she dove in 5v1 and died, but I haven't paid attention too much. She's getting some value, right? The Thor, 7 deaths already. Low damage blocked. The Thor is probably playing too reckless. It's Me, though, the focus of the video on Doctor Strange. His damage is a little low compared to what he probably could do against these guys, but he's playing more defensive and he's playing more responsible, you know, by taking shots at the Iron Man and stuff like that when no one else is around. He's trying, right? So another death. It's not looking good for his team here. They are getting beat down, pushed back. Somebody needs to think about making a swap here potentially. If you feel like you're not being effective, you make a swap, right? Change it up. So what does he do? It's Me switches to Hela. The Thor, they're now like trying to just kill people before they're killed. All right? Their most defensive tank is gone. And what does he do immediately when he turns the corner? Puts 3 shots into Iron Man and Iron Man goes running. Finally, someone is focusing this Iron Man who has done the most damage on the enemy team by far, who has the team up with the Hulk. And It's Me had to be the responsible one again with his head up, and he makes the swap to Hela, and it immediately makes a difference. Now, I'm not going to watch this full match on Hela. It's more of a focus on, you know, his play as a tank and just being a responsible player. That's kind of what we're looking for here. There you go. It almost works to his advantage because the Iron Man probably feels like he has so much space. Like, hey, these dumbasses haven't been hitting me most of the game. I can just sit here and beam people down. And then he gets killed in 2 seconds by Hela. You got to pay attention to what people are swapping to. You got to think about what people are swapping to. Take that lesson from this video, okay? Learn what counters what. Learn what possible things you could switch to counter something that is hurting your team. And now here he goes, right in the middle. Nice big ult. Gets completely blocked. See, there Doctor Strange is being aware, but still, it's value. It forces them to react. If Doctor Strange is up in the air blocking the Hela, he can't be on the ground blocking everything else going on, right? So he soaks an Iron Man ult, dies, gets respawned. 2 shots to fucking rocket. Looking for the Onk. Freaks out a little bit, but hey, look at that. So the other team had it at 99%, and this Hela is getting value. Nice shooting, too. Target's behind bush, quite far away. He's landing some solid shots. Okay, we're going to skip ahead a little bit. See, Iron Man isn't respecting it. A really good Hela player, and It's Me doesn't play Hela much, but a really good one would be just killing him for free. Nice little kill there on a greedy magic. Trying to kill the rocket. Look at, he just honed right in there. He ignored the tank and just went for the rocket. Rocket shouldn't even be there, but... Soaks another ult. See, the Iron Man's probably triggered at this point a little bit, right? Yeah, it's such a satisfying feeling when when you know somebody switched, or when you know someone's like trying to target you to kill you, and because you pissed them off too much. So it's a fight at the end here. Enemy team so close to capping. He's right in the mix because he's got his ult. Goes aggressive. The Doctor Strange is up in the sky. Okay? And they win the game. Literally, thank you, Doctor Strange. Let's go down here for a moment. Let's slow it down. His team comes back from the other team being at 99% to cap in the third match. And instead of being on the point, I mean, I think red team loses anyway, but you never know. Instead of being on the point, actually forcing overtime, you're going to see this thing dwindle down at the top because Doctor Strange is in the sky blocking the Hela ult. Boom. Beautiful. So final stats. Here's the final stats. The big thing I want to point out, It's Me played very solid through all 3 rounds. He's doing what he can. Most important lesson of this video: pay attention to your surroundings. Pay attention to what your teammates are playing and what the enemy is playing, okay? You can counter things in this game very easily. There's a million counters. So keep your head on a swivel, though. If your teammates are dying to something, try and what is killing them, right? Try and figure it out. Like I said in my first video with the Iron Man, when you die, when you have that moment to breathe, don't just go, fuck, whatever, I died. Think about why you died. Was it your fault? Was it something the enemy's doing? Is it something that you could be doing? Did your teammates let you down? Was it just some random bullshit? Think about it, okay? Use that time to come up with a solution or something that might improve your team or your gameplay. All right, so It's Me already is thinking. He plays a solid Doctor Strange. And I think he won his team the game here by switching to Hela. He had 2 great ults that focused all their attention on it. He got multiple picks. That wouldn't have happened if he was on Doctor Strange still. So the numbers might not show it that way. I mean, still, he 14-8 with 14k damage, 27 blocked. He did great. He did fine. But his one little swap to Hela most likely won his team the game. So anyway, I didn't keep this video as short as I wanted yet again. Apparently I can just yap like no end, but I'm going to keep doing these videos. We're going to find a variety of different roles, characters, ranks, and we're just going to kind of go through them and see the good things that people are doing and the bad. I stream daily on twitch.tv, Silva66. if you want me to review one of your videos, I'll just do it on stream, no problem. Come on in and we'll go over it. We'll see if I see something. I'm not a god at this game, but I love thinking about strategy. It's fun to me, and I like to look at my own videos and learn from them as well, what I can do better. So anyway, thanks so much. If you're still here watching to the end, I appreciate it. Have a great night, and thanks for watching.